today we are going to go through a curated list of Black Friday season sales. Now, on this list, why this is special, why I think you should pay attention to this list, is I have negotiated some exclusive discounts, some stacked discounts, some discounts on things that have never been discounted before, and I'm going to share all of that with you today. So I am considering this the most comprehensive skincare and skincare device list of sales that will be available. Now, I do have a corresponding blog post that I'm going to be referring to because I have gathered it all there, but I'm also going to link to that. So if you just want to head over and look at that list, feel free. I understand if you don't have time, but today's video, I'm just going to pull some highlights from that list and give you some recommendations and some of the things that I think are the most special. But you can find everything over there. You can find all of the codes that you're going to need. You're going to find all of the links. All of the stuff will be there. So you don't have to remember everything I'm saying right now or anything like that. If you're new here, my name is Penny. I am a master esthetician. I am super excited. I have been working on this list for months. The point is that you should be able to see everything available so that you can make good decisions. So let's get into this. Let's start with skincare, of course. I'm going to get into devices and I have some pretty amazing device deals to share with you today. So skincare, Avene is going on sale today. They are doing site-wide 30% off. Now, Avene, when they have a good sale, it's usually 25% off. So this is a fantastic discount from one of my two favorite brands. I have two brands that I could say those are my favorites, that I have the most things in each of those brands, and Avene is one of them. And we'll talk about the other one in just a minute. Now, some recommendations if you are going to shop the Avene sale. The Tolerance, this is the lotion that does not require any water to wash it off. You can actually just use this on a cotton, and it is the most beautiful waterless cleanser. If you are somebody who likes to refresh without actually using, splashing your face or doing anything like that, Avene Retrinal. The Retrinal line from Avene is incredible and it uses retinaldehyde. Remember, retinaldehyde is the closest thing that you can get to a prescription retinoid over the counter. It is one conversion away from being active, from being retinoic acid. So you're giving it the best opportunity to go to work in your skin and do all the fantastic things that retinoids can do. Pigment inhibiting, collagen induction, firming the skin, all of the great things that retinoids can do. This is definitely one of my favorites. So that is Retrinal, their lip product. This little guy is amazing. It's Cicalfate Lips. It is fantastic if you have dry, chapped, if your lips feel sunburnt or windburnt in the winter. I always have a couple of these, in my, just around. I love it so much. So those would be my recommendations for the Avene sale that is starting today. Next, let's talk about Dermalogica. They started their Black Friday. They gave early access for 48 hours, so I know a bunch of you are already shopping Dermalogica. It is also 30% off site-wide. You guys, that is such a great deal on this brand. This is my other favorite brand, Avene and Dermalogica. I think the reason for that is that I can pull so many things that I'm like, when somebody asks me for recommendations, especially with Dermalogica, I have to find myself going, okay, you can't say 8 things, that's too many favorites. But then I'm like, well, what are you going to leave off the list? It's really hard because I like the brand so much. And I've said this so many times, I love the people behind the brand. I love the people behind Dermalogica and I will support them forever because they make great products, they do reasonable prices, and they're good people. So it's a brand worth supporting. So as far as some recommendations, if you decide to shop the sale, the new LA Refining Serum, lactic acid brighteners, gorgeous. This is a really fantastic exfoliating product that's going to help to brighten the skin and give you some hydration while improving texture. You guys know that the Universal Tinted Moisturizer, huge recommendation of mine. This is already relatively affordable. It's in the mid-20s, and so to get 30% off, This is a good one. I have loved this for years. I've talked about it for years. It has niacinamide in it, high purity niacinamide, so it's going to be really helpful for your pores, for your barrier function, for ceramide production. It has a nice neutral tint that does not leave any kind of white cast or any cast at all. It doesn't really give you coverage, but it gives you just kind of a little bit of improvement on the overall tone or look of the skin without coverage. It's beautiful. I love it. So I also recommend the Needleless serum. It is actually in my bathroom because I used it this morning, but I love the Needleless serum as well. It is something that I cocktail along with the LA Refining Serum, but that Needleless serum is just a massive cocktail of really great ingredients that nourish the skin, that will help with elasticity, that will help with collagen production, certainly will hydrate the skin. It's an overall like kind of multitasking all in one. So I would say if you are somebody who just wants one serum, you just want to get one serum on board that has a lot of good stuff in it, the Needleless serum is a really good one. I'm going to speed through the other two. If you have oily skin, the Water Cream Moisturizer is a glorious lightweight moisturizer. This is so good. And an all-time favorite is the Peptide Night Cream. This is a super silky, jam-packed with peptides. So that's going to help with your collagen production, and it's very anti-aging if you want to use that word, but it's super duper silky, and you can definitely use it morning and night. You just have to make sure you wear your sunscreen during the day. It's beautiful, and it's 2 ounces. I think it's over 2 ounces. It's at least 2 ounces, and I don't have my glasses on. It might be 2.1 ounces, and so you get a lot of it, but it's on the higher side as far as dermatology is concerned. I think this one's in the $60 range, so getting 30% off. If this is something that you like, this is a good time for sure. Okay, those are my dermatology recommendations. A couple other brands that are much smaller that you should know about. Vegamour. Vegamour is there's a hair serum from Vegamour. I just got this recently, and I'm going to be testing it out on a bald spot that I have from having some extensions. I have what is called traction alopecia in a part of my hair over here from a set of extensions that just did some damage to my hair just in here. I literally have a bald spot, you guys. And I'm going to test this out on that one spot, and I will report back to see, I'm expecting that spot to grow back anyway. So there will be that kind of disclaimer, but I'm going to see if this helps it along anymore. The reviews on Vegamour are amazing. People seem to really, really love it. It is 25% off site-wide right now. So if you are somebody who, like me, has been kind of eyeballing it, this might be a good time to check out this brand. Revive serums, you know that the Ultimate Serum is one of my favorite products of all time. It is not on sale. My normal code will work on that, but it is still its normal. It's already discounted, and then they give you an additional discount with my code, but it's not anything additional for Black Friday. And I think the reason for that, they didn't tell me this, but they already can't keep up with demand on that product. They're a small business out of California. And so I think they didn't run a Black Friday sale because they knew they wouldn't be able to keep up with that really already hot product. And so they just didn't want to overpromise and then have people waiting for the product. That said, I was able to beg for some discounts on some other products that I really love. The one that I want to share that I got an exclusive is the vitamin C. This is the Revive C. And what this is, you guys, is if you are familiar with Allies of Skin, I purchased this a while back, not too long ago, but a little while back. It's their 35% vitamin C perfecting serum. This is $144, okay? The reason why I actually purchased both of these was because I was preparing to do this in an affordable alternatives video, because every single ingredient in the Allies of Skin is in here. In fact, I would say the Allies of Skin is the base of the Revive C. It's tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate. It's the 3-O ethylated ascorbic, whatever. It's another vitamin C derivative. It'll be on the screen. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Only the Revive added to the base of this, this is the base of the Revive, but you also get ferulic acid in here at 0.5%. You get Floritin at 2%. You get glutathione in here at 0.5%. So basically, it's like you have the Allies of Skin, this $144 vitamin C that is fantastic, and you added a bunch of amazing ingredients that are going to further brighten, add antioxidant protection, and keep it even more stable if that's even possible. I have used them both and they're both beautiful. In fact, I am using them both. I'm certainly not going to not use this after buying it. But one single pump of either one, I mix it with some fulvic acid and I put it on and it's beautiful. Both of them are beautiful. So I cannot stress enough how much I recommend this because it is half the price. And he gave me a 20% off exclusive with a code for this. So if you're interested in trying the vitamin C from Revive, it's amazing. I was already interested in it before I realized that it's a dupe, a better dupe, much better dupe. And get 20% off of the already lower price. This is a good time. I've never gotten an exclusive discount through Revive, so I'm super excited about it. Okay, next let's talk about Coco and Eve. Coco and Eve is almost up to 50% off on their site. This brand was a sneaker for me. For this year of 2022, this has become one of those brands that I'm like, wow, I like that brand a lot more than I ever would have thought I would like that brand. Like it snuck up on me. Started out with their self tanner, which this one is brand new because I'm going to give it away. Started out with the self tanner, my favorite self tanner of life now. It's called Sunny Hunny. This is in medium. Gives you this really beautiful, just brown self tan. I use it with their mitt. I also use their back applicator, which to me is one of the best accessories you can ever buy, and it's super inexpensive to start so that you can get the middle of your back and get it really nice and even. Anyway, started out with the self tanner. Love it. Staple in my tanning. Like I don't even need to look for other tanner ever because I love that one. Okay, so when I started kind of checking out their hair stuff, I don't know, I didn't have a lot of hope for them, but I thought I would try them. Their deep conditioner is one of my favorite deep conditioners, other than the ones that I always talk about on this channel, the Tsubaki and my Macadamia Natural and now my Rain Cry. The Coco and Eve is right up there, and it is one of my favorite to use with a plastic cap and my bonnet dryer because something in there like melts into your hair in a good way and really hydrates and nourishes your hair, leaves it super silky and super soft. It's so beautiful. So definitely the Coco and Eve, the deep conditioner. But then probably my favorite thing from them has been this pre-bond. It's called Bond Building Pre-Shampoo Treatment. Guys, it's a pre-shampoo conditioner is basically what it is. So I get in the shower, I get my hair wet, I put a bunch of this on. I'm pretty generous with it. I leave it on for a length of time and then I rinse most of it out, shampoo, condition, go on with my, styling routine. I did a whole video on bond repair stuff. This is one of my favorite that I have even tried. And right now Coco and Eve is doing up to 50% off. So if you wanted to try one of these bond building products, but you really don't want to spend the money on the Living Proof or, some of these others, which I totally get, then this is a really affordable way and I love it. I want to do a couple of devices because one of these devices is an amazing sale and it is Zip. So Zip is microcurrent, you guys. 30% off is what they are doing. That is a huge discount for this little microcurrent device. It is definitely my favorite microcurrent. You guys know that. I've now been talking about this for a couple of years. I'm pretty loyal to it. I just love it. And so I still think that the NuFace Mini is a great starter microcurrent. It is also on sale, 25% off, and hopefully I'm going to have a stackable code for that coming very soon. It is in the blog. I listed NuFace. Foreo, the bear, another great option. And I think that what you have to do is you also have to, of course, assess your budget because this is going to be the most expensive of these little handheld microcurrent devices. But this one is, in my opinion, the best, partially because you get that app. The app is incredible. You can customize any treatment that you want to do, and Melanie Simon sits there and walks you through what you are going to do. You sync up the device. It's really fantastic. So Zip is 30% off, which is awesome for this device. The other thing that Zip did this year, which they have never ever done, is they are offering 30% off on the gels if you spend $90 on the gel. So you have to spend some money, but then you get the 30% off on the gels. If you've ever used the Zip gels, you know a couple things. Number one, they're amazing. The reason why they're amazing, in my opinion, is because you put on this gel and it does not dry out. So you only apply it once and you do your entire microcurrent session, and you don't keep applying gel. You don't have to do that. There's some glycerin in there which keeps the slip. You can use a little bit of Avene water with it, or regular water, however you want to do that, but you don't keep applying gel. So even though they're expensive, you use a lot less of it because you don't have to keep adding more and more gel. And by the end of your microcurrent session, what you have done is you have just put a really amazing mask on your skin, because the ingredients in these gels are stellar. LED. I have a massive blog out on LED that I just put out. I will link it in the description box. Please do read it. It will help you make decisions about LED. It is not brand specific, but it helps you ask yourself some questions and make some decisions so that you can choose the LED right for you. And that's the key, is there's something about LED in many different versions that's going to make it right for you if you are wanting to have this modality in your routine. Now, I have some deals on some of the masks. So we've got Light Salon, 28% off of Light Salon. It is good on all of the products except for the sets. Details are on the blog. I have a specific code that's going to get you 28% off, but Light Salon is in the UK and it is also here in the United States. And you need to know that Light Salon is the original. So all of the others came after Light Salon. Woman owned, small business, and the original. So Omnilux came after Light Salon. Current Body came after Light Salon. Higher Dose after Light Salon. So just know that a lot of these masks have the same or extremely similar specs. So you need to decide which brand resonates with you and consider your budget, and you'll be basically buying the same mask depending. Now, some of them have a little bit different of a design fit, so that may be something that you want to take into consideration and assess which looks like it might be more comfortable for you. So other LED that is on sale is Omnilux. They're having kind of a tiered sale. So you buy one mask, you get $50 off. You buy two masks, you get $120. 3 masks is $240. That's the sale that Omnilux is doing right now. I will say Omnilux has the hand mask, the hand LED. I'm totally interested in that. I'm gonna think on it, because if there's a time to buy it, it's obviously now. But anyway, very, very interesting from Omnilux. Dermalux, basically in-office LED made for the consumer. So it's the closest you're going to get to like professional grade LED, and the price reflects that. Well, I was able to negotiate a $250 discount on that super expensive LED. So I'm not telling you that that's the one that you should get by any means. You've got to read my blog so that you can sift through all of it yourself. There is value in LED that you will use. That's the most important thing. You need to determine that if you will use the type of LED that you buy. Dermalux is definitely one of the authorities when it comes to LED, and we've negotiated a good little discount on that super expensive LED. Rescue MD. This is a brand new brand that I have been deep diving. It looks like this. This is like scar cream to the nth. I mean, incredible. It uses a patented ingredient called lapicol to help with DNA repair, to help more perfect DNA repair. It is not the same as DNA repair enzymes. It works in a different way. I'll be doing a deep dive on this. I think that this is the most kind of interesting product I've come across in a long time for scarring. It actually ends up being really, really interesting for hyperpigmentation, for acne scars, for post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, all of that kind of stuff. But it's super, super cool for scars. And it was developed by a reconstructive surgeon when he didn't like the products available for his patients post-surgery. So he developed this. It's been like 9 years he's had this, and the iterations, this is the final with that patented lapicol in there. Anyway, I'll be going to a deep dive, but I was able to work out a 15% off discount with them. They don't do discounts. But after I bought it and I was so interested, I reached out to them. I was able to talk to them, to their scientists, and it's really, really intriguing, but it's really, really expensive. So I said, would you just give me something for Black Friday? And they did. Okay, my Sam, I got an exclusive 22% off, or 20% plus an additional 2%. I think that is how it works out. Regardless, it's just a little bit better than the regular discount. So if you are a Maisama fan, this is a great time to get just a little bit more off. This is green rooibos. This is one of those that is fantastic to use around your LED session because of that antioxidant protection. I love it. I've loved it for a long time. I love Bev. She owns and developed Maisama. She has an amazing cleansing balm out now. She has a mask that is beautiful. It's a brightening mask that I actually like to use as an under eye, like daily under eye mask. It's gorgeous. So definitely worth checking that out. Again, small business, woman owned, just awesome. So the discount is good on the skincare, but not on the accessories. But all of those details are, of course, in the blog. Those are the highlights. If that gives you an indication of how much stuff is on this blog, there's more over there, and there will be more daily. It is exhaustive. When I tell you I've collected every single deal that I can find. Oh, Tripolar. Tripolar is a radio frequency device that is on sale at Skin Store. I believe it's 25% off, and then I have a stackable 11% off code to go with it. So you get, 35% off, 34% off the Tripolar device if that radio frequency device is what you've been looking for. NUA is another radio frequency device. Their sale hasn't launched yet, but almost always my code will stack. So always when you buy from NUA, if and they have a sale and they give you a discount, throw a code in there, mine or somebody else's that you know and follow, because usually what happens is you get an additional discount off. So there's just save as much as you possibly can. The entire point of this blog, this video, all of this is so you can see everything and make a good decision, because clearly we're not all buying all of this stuff, but the more you know about everything, the more you can make decisions based on having all that knowledge. I hope you guys are having a really great Monday so far, and I will talk to you in my next skincare video. Take care.